Council of Europe.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nicoletti, and I give the floor to Mr. Farmanyan on behalf of the EPP group.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to have the chance to speak on behalf of the EPP group here, being just a new member of this honourable assembly. So refugee crisis is one of the hot topics being discussed here these days in Strasbourg and also in New York at the 70th anniversary Jubilee General Assembly of the United Nations. And we are discussing the situation when hundreds of thousands of refugees are knocking at the doors of different European countries, trying to safeguard the most fundamental right they have, their right for life. And the question that comes here is how far and how comprehensively we address the core reasons for the situation we have been facing through the recent times. Shouldn't we address the core reasons which allowed this situation to grow and to face now? Closed societies, autocratic forms of governance, dictatorships, crackdowning of the germs of civil society, rejection of human rights and fundamental freedoms are twins with dictatorship, with xenophobia, with hatred, and finally bringing to crystallization of a kind of fascist regime, finally bringing to devastation or suffering of millions of lives. This is my fourth day, dear colleagues, I spent here at the Parliamentary Assembly, and whenever I went, would it be political group meeting, would it be committee meetings or these plenaries, I often hear about Azerbaijan. And basically Azerbaijan is one of the most referenced maybe countries here in this Parliamentary Assembly. And we should pay attention to the fact that everywhere we speak about the deteriorating situation of human rights in Azerbaijan is not merely a case of a single country, where you have, and we all have, more than 100 political opponents of Aliyev regime and human rights activists being jailed throughout the last years. And a friend of mine, Mr. Husseinov, was applauding one of the leaders of Armenian opposition speaking here about the constitutional reforms. And believe me, we would like to have the same pleasure, Mr. Husseinov, to applaud Azerbaijani oppositional politicians speaking here, blaming or not the government of Azerbaijan. So, where is the truth? The truth is that when the economic situation gets worsened in this oil-based economic country, and facing especially now a parliamentary elections to come just a month later, on 1st of November, if I am not mistaken, President Aliyev fosters its anti-European rhetoric, blaming basically all European institutions, anti-Armenian hatred, and jailing new dozens of human rights activists from the one side and escalating the situation on the front line with Nagorno-Karabakh on the other side. So what the conclusion should be? The conclusion should be that we should pay attention to all these facts unless a new fascist regime is not crystallized at the shore of bigger European families on the East. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Farmanyan, and I now